try to apprehend him.
What up? What up? What up? All right. Hope everyone is doing well. Um, let's get into a little BTC price update. Let's see what's happening in the markets. Um, basically, nothing has really changed with regards to the stream yesterday. Um, basically, we got a reaction from the zone that we was looking at, and we did come down. Um, I really was expecting us to come and take out these lows today. However, that did not happen. So maybe during Asia's session tonight, that could be a possibility. Um, yeah, uh, nothing really much different from what we looked at today. Price came down. We came back within this range that we was in previously before getting a move up. Yeah. Um. So what can we look for? We came down to the point of control of the previous range. That is where we actually got this bit of a rejection. This is currently acting as support. Um, so we came back up and we hit the value area high of the range, as well as there is our order block at the top here. We did not quite took when basically took that order block. We kind of front ran it. Um, so yeah, we did front run that order block. So possibly what could happen is that we could come back up, do a liquidity grab at this previous high here, and then change market structure and continue downwards. So this could be a potential position that you can take a short from. So basically we come up, we grab all those early shorters at 95 to 18, and we basically SFP, do a liquidity grab into the order block, and then continue downwards. So that could be a possibility. Maybe it plays out during the stream here. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe we just continue to go down. Um, yeah, where we bounce from on the pointer control, there wasn't any substantial like order blocks or any points of interest for me to say, okay, this is a place that we should bounce from. So still in my short, I haven't taken any profit out. From yesterday, I took an initial profit out, and right now that trade is sitting in profit, and it's also a risk-free trade. So that being said, I'm just waiting for lower to come in. Asia just opened about 30 minutes ago. Let's have a look and see what is happening with let's see if there is any news coming out tomorrow. So today is Monday, the 5th of May, and we only had ISM services that came out this morning. That did not really impact the market too much. And tomorrow, let's see if we have anything. Tomorrow looks like a pretty quiet day, but on Wednesday, we do have the federal funds rate coming out at 2 p.m. and we're gonna have our boy Jerome Powell speaking tomorrow. So yes, definitely be tuning in. I may go live during that time as well. But yeah, tomorrow nothing really, but definitely on Wednesday, we could have some info coming out that will ultimately move the market. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, so this is the only short setup that I'm seeing, or short entry. So we come into the zone, basically retest previous resistance as resistance. It's the value area high of this range here. It's also our order block with imbalance that we front ran, so we could definitely come back up into there before going lower. And I'm looking to take it down to SFP D lows, and this will be my next take profit. And once we continue lower, I'm looking for us to come down to around $83,000 to $82,000. That's pretty much it on BTC. With regards to yesterday's analysis, I did see a few more people talking about the potential that this could be the top, and yeah, I do agree this could definitely be the top. The 4-year cycle may have come to an end, and this could be the macro top. So this could be the top of this cycle, and we actually go lower. So with all those in mind, I'd expect that that we come down at least to the golden pocket before trying to make a higher high. If we come down to the daily time frame, we did change market structure back to a bullish market structure. So that plus we are in a uptrend has me leaning a little more on the bullish side, but I am remaining open-minded to that this could be the top and we're going to go lower. That's pretty much it for BTC on the daily time frame. Money flow still in the red. Momentum wave still coming down. We changed market structure up until the 4 hour. On the daily, we did flip back bullishly. So I'd expect price to come down here and retest. And if it is we hold this level, I look for us to make a new all-time high. Definitely taking out the highs at $109,000. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Bitcoin. Nothing has really changed. This price action has been lackluster since last night. Um, yeah, we did basically, uh, let's see how much this move was. We moved about 4%. It's a pretty decent move. Um, so yeah, I'd like to see a little more follow through with this short and take it down to the levels that we actually interested in, and then we could look for some longs. So yeah, you could head over to the Discord. I will post this setup there in the free Discord. So in case you're looking for a short and you need to get an idea where you could probably get through, you could screenshot this if you like, or you could head over to the free Discord. And yeah, sometimes we post there without actually posting on YouTube. So that is all I'm interested in for the short. The long we will look for below this level. When price comes lower, I will update on that. But for now, only interested in shorts. Um, yeah, with that being said, let's have a look at ETH and see what ETH is doing. Let's go to the daily time frame. ETH has been behaving pretty weird these past couple of days. So my bias on ETH is that ETH is still carrying a bearish trend. I haven't seen any bullish change in market structure here, and basically we coming up to mitigate our order block before potentially going lower. So with that being said, and usually Ethereum and Bitcoin moves in tandem, or one would move before the other, I'd say that I'd expect for BTC to come down a bit lower. So in terms of ETH, we could probably expect ETH to come down, and it could come down to the value area low because it's just a big range that ETH has been trading in. This is the range here. So we could expect ETH to come back down to the POC if it's trying to potentially continue higher. So we could look for something like this to happen here. We could look for price to come down and continue higher. As pretty much the scenario that I'm seeing here, we did, when we came down initially with Bitcoin, we did come down to a daily demand zone, and we changed market structure on the lower time frames. However, there's a lot of ugly liquidity that is just waiting to be taken. So we have liquidity here that we can come down for. It's not the nicest though, but we can come down and grab all this liquidity. Yeah, and then this move up. So I definitely believe that we could come down back to the point of control before going higher. Yeah, this is a lot of selling is taking place at the top here. So it doesn't look too good in my opinion. I don't trade Ethereum, so based on what I'm seeing here, it doesn't look like, based on the daily time frame, I'd say lower is more probable. Unless we come up and we take out this high and we start to close like higher time frames, daily 4 hours above 2,100, then yeah, lower is probable in my opinion. That doesn't have to happen. Bitcoin could easily be moving up and it's gonna carry ETH with it more than likely. So this is what I'm seeing on ETH. We could check some alts as well. Let's have a look at Solana. So when Solana came down to this area, this was a daily, order block, and we came down for that area. I did not take the long here. I was not available, but I did give this setup in the Discord. And if you had taken the long here, you would have been up nicely. This would have been a really nice trade to be in. You would have been up 61% as the move, and this was the exact level that we was looking for. So yeah, basically we came up and now we're trying to form support, so we could probably do a bit of a retracement. Let's see how the 4 hour is looking. Yeah, we basically consolidating here on this level, so this could definitely result in a move up. Also looks as though we're forming some form of bull flag, and are much of a pattern trader, so you can see where it did a fake out at the low, so we could potentially break higher, and there is liquidity being generated here, so it could be a fast move as well. Yeah, that's it for Solana really. Let's have a look at XRP. Yeah, this is a massive bull flag in my opinion. We're generating a lot of liquidity to the top side here, and we're holding support. So two things could happen. It's either we break to the upside or we break to the downside. And given that we came down 1, 2, we could put in a Wyckoff model and then break to the upside. So we're looking for 1, 2, and probably a third tap at the low before actually pushing higher. So this could be a possibility with this 1, 2, and then we could come down for another tap and then push higher. So I'll definitely be keeping my eyes on XRP to see what's happening. Let's have a look at Cardano. Basically the same thing it's looking the same way on Cardano as it is on XRP. Some levels that we was looking at. Yeah, we definitely have strong support here. So if we manage to break above, then it should be a quick move up because there's a lot of liquidity for us to come up and grab. I do like how it's looking on XRP versus Cardano. Yeah. Let's have a look at the S&P and see what's going on. So let's get rid of some of the destroyings. So we did break structure bearishly at the top. Right now we're trying to reclaim structure back bullish. So I'd say that if we could start closing above 5,800 daily candles, yeah, then the bull market is back on. If not, then we definitely have a lot of liquidity to come down and take. A lot of liquidity to come down and take. So we could definitely see a visit to like $4,000. Yeah. Let's have a look at the NAS. Basically the same thing here. We change structure bearishly, and we're looking for a close above 20,000 to flip back bullish. So yeah, definitely came up for our order block here, and that is what we took. And money flow on this indicator is looking horrible. So if this starts to dump, it usually indicates that more downside, so it could start pulling Bitcoin down as well. So let's have a look at gold. Yeah, gold is just ripping. Gold has been a force to reckon with. So we came down, generate liquidity to the upside. So I'd expect we go up and at least take this top out. But gold behaves in such a way that is not an easy asset to trade. I have problems trading gold with my methods, and I do believe it's an asset that you need to have experience with and know how it's behaving before you actually sit down and say, okay, I'm going to take a trade here with this asset. So I've been involved with BTC much longer than gold. I've had a few successful trades with gold, and then I've had a few bad ones. So I don't really trade this asset, but like with everything, you need to trade it and have some experience with it in order to be familiar with it, and then with that experience, you know its behavior and you know what to look for, because everything behaves a certain way. So yeah, but if you've been long on gold, you've been making money. This gold has been on an absolute rip. So yeah, so back to Bitcoin. As a sneak peek of the VIP stuff. If you're interested in learning, come across to the VIP Discord. Try it out for a month. It's only $50. Try it out, see if it provides any value for you, and then decide. Most of these other guys, they charge between $80 to $100, and I post updates every day during the day and let you guys know what I'm looking for, setups, and all my ideas, post news, uh, information, a lot of things. So soon we will update the Discord so you'll have access to a full course so you could understand and learn how I come about with my trading strategy, and you learn to implement it yourself. As well as with the VIP, you get to see how it's implemented, and you could have one-on-one with me and ask anything with regards to trading and how it is I implement my trading strategy. So yeah, um, yeah, we back down into this range, and yeah, definitely looking for us to come down to that 91,600 level. And if we fail to hold it, next place of support would be around 83 to 82k. So keep in mind that what we spoke about in the last video, where um, we put in monthly bearish divergences, and we have a couple dries of them, as well as the money flow is cooling down. So this could actually be the macro top, and we could come down pretty much lower. So with that being said, trade safe, guys, and I'll try to do an update maybe tomorrow morning. If it's not possible, um, then definitely in the night time around this time. So